What's up YouTube, this is JP Panther back on the video, and today's video is actually going to be, I told you guys before, this is going to be a Birds of Prey box office video. And again, I'm going to do a couple more of these videos because right now Birds of Prey is the movie that's out, it's the most controversy and things like that. So I told you guys when I did my review and told you weeks ago I'm going to do more Birds of Prey update videos. So this, and again, I will link the article in the description box down below so you guys can check it out. So this article comes from the Hollywood Reporter, and this is Friday numbers, right? So it says, box office Birds of Prey flies off course with 13 million Friday. The female DC-led pick starring Margot Robbie is opening well below expectations in the U.S. So Birds of Prey, we know with Harley Quinn and all that, fell off course with a grossing of 13 million for a weekend debut in the 32 and 35 million dollar range. Honestly, guys, that's not that good because the preview. I didn't do this yesterday, but the previews was 4 million. If you don't know, the preview numbers and the Friday numbers get added up. So technically, Friday only made 9 million, which is really, really bad. And supposedly this movie has like a $97 million budget, so it's close to 100 million to be honest with you. And that's well below expectation for the Warner Brothers release. Would mark the lowest start of any DC film. At the same time, the female-led pick could pick up ground over President's Day weekend and weeks later on, which I think is a bunch of BS. Skilled men on Friday, 53%. Men on Friday, according to leading exit polls, surveys, and Cinema Score and all that, which polls only a smarter of Cinema scores, and showed a different result with females making up 51% of its respondents. Kathy Yang's directed Suicide Squad spinoff, which sees Margot Robbie as the role, blah, blah, blah. Birds of Prey has earned strong reviews while receiving a B+ Cinema score. One dampening could the film's rating, which automatically makes it difficult for teenagers to take part on Friday. 73% ticket buys were 25 and under, according to PostTrek. The pick, which cost 85 million to make and also opening in the earliest in parts of Asia, South Korea, the film is being impacted by fears of coronavirus, which I don't think is all that. Heading into the weekend, DC had eyed a 50 million North America / 60 million. Pretty much they were eyeing domestically 50 million North America and 60 million overseas. Birds of Prey weekend open weekend is a new widely released. Bad Boys and Oscars and blah blah blah, and it just keeps going on and on. Here's the thing, right? And I want to talk to you guys about this, right? And I told you guys I saw the movie, so I could see why it's not doing well. And the reason why, in my personal opinion, I feel like it's not doing well is because of the marketing. I feel like when you have Ewan McGregor, you have Warner Brothers letting everyone, the writers and the cast, not really the cast, but really Ewan McGregor, just saying a bunch of wild feminist, misogyny and stuff like that. That turns off a lot of people. So they're just like, all right, I'm not gonna spend my money to be preached to. And Margot Robbie, she said some stupid stuff as well, saying that we got to make it less male gazy. And it's like, you do realize that most of superhero, not all of them, but a lot of them, your main demographic is men. More men see comic book movies than women. It's just facts. It's like, again, you're having it where women are coming up and the men-women percentages is about the same, but your audience is mostly towards men. So when you piss off most men, you pretty much divide your audience. And honestly, when I saw the movie, it was literally pretty much men are bad and women are good. And again, it wasn't like it had its woke messaging, but it wasn't like, oh well, it kind of was, but like it was like kind of sprinkled in around. It wasn't like beating a drum into it. You feel me? It wasn't like Charlie's Angels or Terminator Dark Fate or Black Christmas or Ghostbusters, where it's just hammering it over your face. It's kind of like sprinkled in here and there, where you can still enjoy the action, enjoy the fight scenes, and and stuff like that. But overall, I can see why it's not doing well, and when I looked at some of the numbers, it was like 13 million in like right now in North America, and I think it has 18 million right now internationally. I'm not sure. So when because before the movie came out, the critics and all these people were praising it, how the feminist messaging and stuff like that. You gotta realize that turns off a lot of people, and they're not gonna spend their money to be preached to. And again, I think Margot Robbie and Warner Brothers are kind of feeling the heat. And I do think a lot of this stuff, the marketing and everything like that, is coming back and bite them in the ass. And I do feel like, in my personal opinion, the marketing is what killed it, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're going to do Birds of Prey, do Birds of Prey. Do Birds of Prey from the comics, not Birds of Prey and Harley Quinn, you feel me? And I would have been fine if this movie would have been a Harley Quinn movie, but instead you call it Birds of Prey, trying to get the comic book fans, like, oh, comic book fans won't know what Birds of Prey is. They're going to drive in droves to go see this movie, rather than just call it Harley Quinn. But, you know, they probably thought it wouldn't have sell as well if they would have just called it Harley Quinn. But hey, it is what it is. And I do feel like they shot themselves in the foot, in my personal opinion, because, and again, when the box office, you know, official numbers come out, I'll go more in depth with it. But I do feel like, in my personal opinion, that rated R rating also hurt it as well, because you're limiting your audience. Because when you watch the movie, it's not made for comic book fans. It's not made for men. It's not made for teenage girls, because you have to be at least, you know what I mean? Yeah, at least, you know what I mean? If you're under like 18, you can't go see this movie. And to me, this movie feels like it's made for the feminists, the SJWs, and the woke crowd, and the woke crowd on Instagram and Twitter that would never buy anything, that would never support anything. And it's made for the feminists that go to the Women's March with the pink, with the pink hats, and Women Hear Me Roar, that go into marches and rallies and talk a bunch of BS, but they never vote with their wallets. That's the audience I feel like Margot Robbie and Warner Brothers was trying to go after, in my personal opinion. That's really it, guys. Tell me what you guys think about this Friday box office numbers. Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? I think it's terrible. What do you think is going to happen tomorrow? Because I will come back and do another box office update video tomorrow to give you like the full exact numbers so you guys could check it out. But overall, right now, Birds of Prey doesn't look good, and I do feel like DC and Warner Brothers and Margot Robbie's in trouble. That's really it, guys. So what you guys think. Make sure you rate and like the video and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Peace, and have a great day, and take care.